shit out of her.
But guess what, Sean?
The
Nobody
fuck?
can't argue about it.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. It's like me coming to your house to disrespect you. You gonna be like, get the fuck out of my house, right?
Yeah.
I ain't say that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not fake.
She'll learn.
It's really hard for Gemini to be fake. Alright, I'm sorry, bro. Alright, but you get this on camera. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect you, my most sister. Fuck the camera. Yeah, fuck the camera. But you need the camera for some reason. No, I don't. I've been willing to leave. You know I ain't fucking
You thought today was going to be peaceful. A little scrolling, a little gossip, maybe a meme or two, but instead, the internet kicked down the door like a reality show SWAT team because the Chrisean rock and son video situation just detonated. Across social media, and the alleged Tesehki leak connection turned the timeline into a full-blown digital riot. Not an argument, a riot. Notifications started screaming, group chats caught fire, and comment sections turned into courtroom trials with 0 judges and a million loud attorneys. This wasn't tea. This was a whole boiling ocean. 1 minute, everything was normal. Next minute, boom, everybody's a detective, a family expert, and a moral philosopher with Wi-Fi. Screenshots flying, clips looping, opinions multiplying like rabbits on energy drinks. People aren't just reacting, they're performing emotional gymnastics in 4K. The shock value hit so hard it made regular celebrity drama look like a school newsletter. If chaos had a soundtrack, it would be playing right now at maximum volume. And the wildest part, nobody agrees on what really happened, but everybody is absolutely sure they're right. That's when you know the scandal just went platinum. Stay locked in, because this story doesn't walk, it sprints barefoot through broken glass. Welcome to the meltdown. Welcome to celeb insanity. The chaos didn't start with a bang, it started with a scroll. One clip, one post, one share button getting tapped like it owed somebody money. Suddenly, a video involving Chrisean rock and her son begins circulating, and within minutes, the online world transforms into a 24-hour emergency broadcast system sponsored by Pure Confusion. The name Tesehki gets tied to the leak conversation, and that's when the temperature doesn't just rise. It snaps the thermostat clean off the wall, because now it's not just a clip. It's a storyline, a family layered, history loaded, emotionally explosive storyline with receipts, reactions, and rumors all fighting for first place. Social media didn't notice. Social media pounced. Reposts multiplied like clones in a sci-fi movie. Every platform turned into the same. Scene, the video, the headline, the debate, the digital yelling. People who were just there for dance videos and food recipes got dragged into a celebrity hurricane without warning. That's how fast it spread. If virality were a sport. This clip just broke the world record and didn't even stretch first. Now let's talk about why this hit like a truck with Wi-Fi. Chrisean rock is not a low-volume personality. She trends the way storms trend, loud, rotating, and impossible to ignore. Every move she makes already lives under a microscope powered by blogs, fan pages, critics, and professional haters with unlimited data plans. Add her son into the picture, and suddenly the emotional stakes triple. The audience shifts from entertained to protective to judgmental in under 10 seconds. The internet doesn't do measured response. It does fireworks and megaphones. The moment the leak rumors connected back to Tesehki, the backstory came rushing in like a recap episode nobody asked for but everybody watched. Old tensions, past arguments, rocky relationships. All of it got pulled back onto the stage. People started replaying previous lives, interviews, and posts like they were studying for the final exam in Celebrity Family Drama 101. Comments like this been brewing and I told y'all started popping up everywhere, which is social media's favorite way of pretending it predicted the future. And let's be real, the internet loves a villain arc. It doesn't even wait for confirmation. It just starts casting roles immediately. Within hours, strangers were assigning motives, writing scripts, and explaining intentions like they were inside the group chat where it all supposedly happened. Confidence levels were sky high and evidence levels were, let's say, spiritually available. That never stops anybody. Online certainty runs purely on vibes and caps lock. Reaction channels jumped in head first. Titles got louder. Thumbnails got more dramatic. Faces looked like they just watched a spaceship land in their driveway. Exposed. Disgusting. Unbelievable. The algorithm was eating good. Because outrage is the internet's favorite flavor, and this situation came family size. You couldn't refresh your feed without seeing another breakdown, another theory, another emotional speech recorded from the front seat of somebody's car. Supporters of Chrisean stepped forward saying the moment was being twisted and weaponized. For clicks, they argued that context matters and private moments shouldn't be turned into public ammunition. Critics fired back saying public figures live public consequences and nothing online appears by magic. Then came the third squad, the conspiracy Avengers, who insisted the timing was suspicious, strategic, and not random at all. According to them, this was either revenge, rollout, distraction, or leverage. They didn't agree on which, but they agreed it was something. Meanwhile, meme culture clocked in right on schedule. Because no matter how serious the argument gets, the meme department never takes a day off, edits captions, side-by-side comparisons. The jokes started flying at the speed of bad decisions. That's the strange duality of internet culture. One half is writing emotional essays, the other half is adding sound effects and laughing through the chaos. It's like a courtroom where the jury is also doing stand-up comedy. What made this situation even louder was the protective parent angle that viewers projected onto it. Suddenly everybody became a child welfare specialist, a therapist, and a moral authority in the same comment thread. Complete strangers started speaking with absolute authority about family dynamics they only know through live stream clips and repost accounts. The confidence was incredible. The credentials were imaginary. The volume was undefeated. Then the debate evolved from what happened to who betrayed who. That's when things always get messier. Because facts take time, but accusations take seconds. People began choosing sides like it was a playoff series. Team this, team that, team nobody innocent. Lines were drawn with emojis and hashtags. Nuance packed its bags and left the building early. And hovering over everything was one big question that kept bouncing around every platform. Intent. Was the clip shared carelessly, maliciously, accidentally, or strategically? Motive became the internet's favorite guessing game. Every pause in someone's speech, every older quote, every vague post suddenly became proof. Social media turns coincidence into conspiracy faster than popcorn pops. Patterns were drawn where dots barely existed. The pressure didn't just sit on the main names involved, it spread outward. Friends, affiliates, old collaborators, everybody got dragged into the conversation like background characters getting promoted to main cast against their will. That's the blast radius effect of viral controversy. Nobody stands near the explosion without getting covered in digital dust. And through all of this, the most powerful fuel was uncertainty. No full explanation, no clean timeline, no universally accepted version of events, just fragments, reactions, and emotional noise. Mystery is gasoline for online fire. The less clarity there is, the louder the shouting gets. Silence becomes suspicious. Responses become dissected. Even breathing too calmly becomes proof something is off. The wild part is how fast empathy and entertainment get mixed together online. People say they're concerned, but they're also refreshing for updates like it's a season drop. Outrage and curiosity hold hands on the internet. It's uncomfortable. It's real. And it drives engagement through the roof. This wasn't just watched, it was consumed like a live series with only plot twists. By the end of the first wave, one thing was crystal clear. This was no longer just a clip floating around. It had transformed into a full narrative battle with emotional investment, public judgment, comedy edits, moral debates, and loyalty tests. A simple post turned into a digital war zone with comment grenades and repost missiles, and the tension didn't cool down, it loaded up. Because once a story reaches this level of noise, The next development doesn't walk in quietly. It kicks the door open. The reactions were just getting started. The responses were warming up, and the next twist was already stretching backstage. The internet loves a sequel, and this saga looked ready to drop one any minute. Just when people thought the situation couldn't get louder, social media grabbed a megaphone, plugged it into a stadium speaker, and screamed, "Round 2." Because the reactions didn't slow down, they mutated. What started as shock turned into spectacle. The timeline stopped being a feed and started looking like a live commentary track on a celebrity diss. After movie, every refresh brought a new hot take, a new breakdown, a new self-appointed expert explaining body language like they majored in screenshot science with a minor in vibes. Bigger creator pages jumped in, and that's when the amplification went nuclear. Once the large commentary channels smell trending drama, they don't walk, they teleport. Suddenly there were frame-by-frame analyses, zoom-ins so tight they could count eyelashes, and voiceovers delivered like national emergency alerts. You had people narrating to seconds of footage like it was the Zapruder film of celebrity chaos. If you look closely right here, sir, that's a blur and a shadow. Relax. Celebrity-adjacent names started getting pulled into the conversation. Two, not because they were directly involved, but because the algorithm loves a crowded room. It's a crowded room. If you ever liked, followed, waved at, or stood within Bluetooth distance of anyone in this circle, congratulations, you are now part of the storyline according to the internet. Guilt by association became a trending sport. People were connecting. Dots that weren't even on the same page. Then came the meme hurricane. Not a breeze, a Category 5. Edits rolled out comparing the situation to reality shows, courtroom dramas, and soap operas. Somebody edited dramatic orchestra music under reaction clips. Somebody added wrestling commentary voiceovers. Somebody turned the whole thing into a fake movie trailer. The internet will turn anything into content, sunshine, rain, or emotional wildfire. Nothing escapes the meme machine. Nothing. Public outrage split into subgenres. You had the protectors, the prosecutors, and the professors. The protectors said people were exploiting a sensitive moment and needed to log off and touch grass immediately. The prosecutors wanted accountability, answers, and a digital trial by comment section. The professors wrote 10-tweet threads explaining the psychology, sociology, and spiritual symbolism of the situation like this was a graduate thesis titled Influence, Exposure, and Chaos in the Age of Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, sarcasm took center stage. Comment sections started roasting the entire ecosystem. People joked that social media reacts faster to celebrity clips than to natural disasters. Others said if overreaction were electricity, the grid would be fully powered by now. One viral joke claimed the algorithm needs drama the way cars need fuel, premium, explosive, and constant. Cruel, maybe. Accurate, also maybe. What made everything even more chaotic was the timing theories. Oh yes, the calendar detectives arrived. According to them, this didn't just happen, it happened on purpose at this exact moment for this exact hidden reason. They started linking dates, past arguments, recent interviews, and unrelated posts into one giant conspiracy smoothie. If someone blinked 3 weeks ago on a live stream, it was now considered foreshadowing. The reach was so athletic it deserved a gold medal. Reaction live streams popped up everywhere. For our discussions about 30 seconds of footage, panels of influencers debating intent like world leaders negotiating a treaty, voices overlapping, microphones peaking, super chats flying. Nothing says measured analysis like 5. People yelling at once with neon LED lights behind them. It looked less like commentary and more like a televised family dinner argument with sponsorships. And let's talk about the apology watch culture. The internet said they're refreshing like, okay, who's going live first? Because modern scandal comes with a ritual. Step 1, chaos. Step 2, reactions. Step 3, the live explanation with dramatic sighs and hydration breaks. Viewers weren't just watching. They were waiting, anticipating statements like trailer, drops, Every notification made people jump like popcorn. Some creators tried to take the moral high ground, but even that became content. I don't usually speak on this. It's the influencer version of Once Upon a Time. You already know a 10-minute monologue is coming with ad breaks. Even silence became suspicious. If someone didn't comment, that meant something. If someone commented too fast, that also meant something. According to the internet, every move is wrong and every non-move is worse. The wildest twist was how quickly the narrative kept shape-shifting. Morning version of the story didn't match the afternoon version. Evening reactions contradicted lunchtime outrage. It was like watching a plot rewrite itself in real time. If consistency were required, half the posts would vanish. But online drama doesn't need consistency. It runs on momentum and emotion. Accuracy is optional. Volume is mandatory. Pop culture comparisons started flying. People said this saga had more episodes than a streaming series and more plot twists than a superhero franchise. Others joked that celebrity drama now updates faster than phone software. New patch notes just dropped, version 3.0. Even messier humor became the coping mechanism for overload. When confusion peaks, comedy cashes in. Brands and cloud hunters tried sliding into the moment too. Subtle posts, vague tweets, some. People need to learn. Messages with zero names attached and maximum implication. Nothing attracts opportunists like a trending storm. If attention is currency, controversy is a winning lottery ticket. Suddenly everybody had something deep and mysterious to say. Right when engagement numbers were highest. What a coincidence, truly shocking, completely unpredictable, absolutely strategic, and still no universal agreement on what the truth actually was. Just louder sides, sharper tones, and faster uploads. The debate stopped being about the clip and started being about identity, loyalty, and interpretation. Once that happens, logic packs its bags and emotion drives the bus straight through a wall. By this stage, the story wasn't just viral, it was embedded, fully installed in the culture cycle. Reaction content feeding. Reaction content feeding. Reaction content like an infinite buffet of outrage, and the more people tried to clear it up, the messier it looked. Because when 10 people explain the same event 10 different ways, clarity doesn't arrive, confusion buys a mansion. And right when everyone thought the noise had peaked, whispers of consequences started circling. Reputation talk, relationship, fallout, trust fractures. Because phase 3 of every online explosion isn't laughter or yelling, it's impact. And that's where the story was heading next. Whether anyone was ready or not, the aftershocks were lining up. The dust wasn't settling. It was loading by the time the third wave hit. The noise didn't just echo. It started leaving dense. Because this is the phase where online drama stops being a trending topic and starts becoming a reputation tattoo. The jokes slow down, the sarcasm turns sharper. And the question shifts from "Did you see this?" to "What does this mean going forward?" That's when the real weight shows up. Virality is loud, consequences are quiet but heavy. And in this saga, the aftershock energy started creeping into every corner of the conversation. Public perception began hardening like wet cement. Early reactions were emotional and chaotic, but now opinions were setting permanently. Once that happens, it's harder to change minds than to change phone passwords. Some viewers locked into sympathy mode, convinced the situation was blown out of proportion and weaponized for attention. Others locked into criticism mode, arguing that repeated controversy creates its own gravity. Nobody was neutral anymore. Even the "I'm staying out of it" crowd wrote essays longer than movie scripts. Relationship talk exploded next. Not romance, a trust, loyalty, family bonds under a microscope powered by strangers. People started debating betrayal like they were shareholders in a company called Personal Business Incorporated. Every past disagreement between the names involved got replayed like a greatest hits album of tension. Old clips resurfaced. Old quotes got reinterpreted. Context got stretched like pizza dough. When history meets scandal, The archive becomes ammunition. The reputational ripple effect kicked in hard, because in the influencer celebrity ecosystem, image is currency and narrative is stock price. One viral controversy can swing public sentiment like a wrecking ball through glass. Supporters double down louder, critics dig in deeper, casual viewers turn into permanent skeptics. It's not just about what happened, it's about what people believe happened. And belief online spreads faster than proof ever will. Sponsors and collaborators, even hypothetical ones, entered the chat. Commentators started predicting brand reactions, partnership hesitations, and future deal side-eyes like they were Fortune 500 analysts. No company will touch this. This will blow over in a week. This actually boosts visibility. 3 completely opposite predictions, all delivered with absolute confidence. Internet forecasters have a 12% accuracy rate and 100% confidence level. Meanwhile, audience fatigue started mixing with addiction. People claimed they were tired of the drama while watching every update like a season finale countdown. That's the paradox of digital scandal. Viewers complain about the smoke while roasting marshmallows over the fire. Engagement stayed high because controversy is the most reliable content engine ever built. No marketing team on earth beats organic outrage. Then came the reputation split effect. One controversy, 2 opposite legacies forming at the same time. To supporters, this became proof of unfair targeting and narrative twisting. To critics, it became confirmation of ongoing chaos patterns. Same event, different conclusions. Both emotionally locked. It's like a courtroom where the verdict depends entirely on which side of the comment section you walked in from. What really turned the temperature up was the future impact debate, not what happened, what happens. Next, people started predicting next moves like chess commentators. There's going to be a response live. There's a counter receipt coming. Someone else is about to expose something bigger. Anticipation became the new oxygen. Because once scandal momentum builds, the audience expects escalation. The internet doesn't believe in quiet endings, only cliffhangers. Content creators began positioning themselves for the sequel wave. Follow-up thumbnails ready, reaction templates loaded, titles pre-written with dramatic verbs and too many capital letters. Because if there's one thing the commentary economy understands, it's this: never waste a trending storyline. Milk it respectfully, disrespectfully, analytically, emotionally, but never waste it. Outrage has a shelf life, and creators tried to bottle it before expiration. Personal narrative control became the hidden battlefield. Whoever defines the story first often owns it longest. That's why timing of responses matters so much in public drama. Speak too fast, you look defensive. Speak too slow, you look guilty. Speak too calmly, you look calculated. Speak too emotionally, you look unstable. There is no perfect tone, only different flavors of criticism. Online audiences grade statements like wine critics with anger issues. Sympathy cycles rotated in waves. First sympathy for one side, then backlash, then reverse sympathy, then backlash to the backlash. Emotional ping pong at Olympic speed. It proved once again that the internet doesn't hold one feeling, it rotates through all of them early. Love in the morning, doubt by lunch, suspicion at dinner, jokes by midnight. Stability never survives the trend cycle, and hovering above everything was the biggest fuel source of all unresolved tension. No clean closure, no universally accepted explanation, just fragments, reactions, and emotional residue. That guarantees longevity. A solved scandal fades, an unresolved one lives forever in reposts and remember when videos. Mystery is immortality online. The long-term effect here isn't just about one leaked clip conversation. It's about narrative stacking. When multiple controversies pile up around the same circle of names, the public stops seeing individual incidents and starts seeing a pattern. Whether fair or not, patterns stick harder than facts. Once labeled chaotic, every new headline feels like confirmation to critics and persecution to fans. That divide becomes permanent real estate. And yet, here's the twist nobody likes to admit: controversy also feeds visibility. Attention spikes, search traffic rises. Follower counts fluctuate, but overall awareness grows. In the digital fame economy, scandal is both poison and fertilizer. Dangerous, but growth triggering. That contradiction makes every situation messier. Because outrage and opportunity sometimes arrive in the same package, wearing different hats. As the dust pretended to settle, one truth stood tall like a neon sign: this story isn't finished. Not even close. Because when emotions, history, family tension, and public platforms collide, you don't get endings, you get episodes. More statements will drop, more reactions will surface, more angles will appear from people who finally decided to speak. The sequel energy is already humming in the background like a generator. And that's the uncomfortable clarity. In the world of viral celebrity chaos, closure is rare, memory is selective, and the next storm is always stretching backstage. The timeline may calm down, but the storyline never really sleeps. The internet doesn't forget. It bookmarks. And if your jaw is still on the floor and your timeline still smells like digital smoke, congratulations! You just survived another episode of Celebrity Chaos at maximum volume. Because over here, we don't cover boring, we cover the kind of stories that make group chats explode and comment sections need security. If this saga had you thinking, shouting, or laughing like ain't no way, then you already know you're in the right place. Now go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you rent money. Don't tap it, press it with emotional damage. Drop your take in the comments, because I already know you've got theories, verdicts, and at least 3 spicy opinions ready to deploy. Was this overblown, misunderstood, or a full-blown digital detonation? I want the uncensored jury down below. Subscribe right now, because scandals don't take vacations, and neither do we. New drama, new breakdowns, new internet earthquakes. Constantly, while other channels whisper the news, we kick the door open and turn the lights on. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't show up late to the next meltdown wondering why everyone's already arguing. Share this with that friend who says I'm staying out of it, but somehow knows every detail. Yeah, that one. Bring them in. No spectators, only participants. Remember, in this world of viral fame and public fallout, the calm is temporary, the chaos is scheduled, and the next shock drop is always loading. Stay loud, stay watching, and stay locked into the madness. This is not just drama, this is celeb insanity.